Welcome to FusionFox Model-Specific Demos. In this demo, we will focus on Order Management Module functionality, processes covered. This is the overview of the applications available in the Order Management stack. Let's start with Sales Order. Sales order is basically the sales transaction that we create when you receive purchase order from your customer. Purchase orders issued by your customers to you become sales orders for you. Let's have a look at the wizard and how sales order is created, what details are captured or maintained in the sales order. You can give a name to your order for reference or to remember this order or to recall with ease. And then you can select the type it is against quotation or it's manual. If it is against quotation, then you can select the quotation number here and all the details will get populated automatically. And whatever details you have defined in the quotation will come here automatically, and you can add on some more information and save this order. Apart from that, you can also define the category. You can select category like domestic order, overseas order, orders within GCC, or any other way. You can have your own category or classification approach. Customer details populated automatically if it is against quotation. Otherwise, you have to select contact person, customer site name with details where material needs to be shipped. One customer may have multiple warehouses, locations, or project sites. Site details are defined in the customer master and selected here from the list in order to populate the site contact addresses, etc. Delivery address is pulled automatically from the customer site details selected. Else, you can define address and respective details manually in case needed. Else, leave and proceed forward. Other than site details, currency gets populated from customer master automatically. This customer is dealing in dirhams, so dirham is displayed here along with the customer. This is the operating unit or branch which has received this particular order, which means you are booking this order in this operating unit. Dispatch warehouse is the warehouse from where you will dispatch material to this customer. You may have multiple warehouses or single warehouse. If you have multiple warehouses, you can define from which warehouse you would like to dispatch the material to the customer. You can also set some rules at branch or operating unit level and map default warehouse so that system can populate automatically. Workflow is again very important functionality to get electronic approval on this particular sales order. You can either select or enforce workflow, which supports single-level, multi-level, or value-based approval system. System routes sales order to the respective persons who need to approve the order, and once approval is done, it updates the status of the order as approved. You can also define customer PO number, PO date. Exchange rate is pulled automatically from the exchange rates defined in the system. The name of the person who has booked this order is displayed by system along with the delivery location, and order status gets updated automatically when order is approved. Delivery location can be selected, and this will help the warehouse in identifying which city or area the material needs to be shipped to. Transportation mode, payment mode, down payment percentage, can be defined while creating sales order. The down payment that you defined is integrated with payment management to make advance payment against this order, if any. Apart from this, you can enter notes, reference name, and add-on details related to this order. You need to add items in the sales order in case you are creating order manually. Else, these will be populated automatically. While adding the items, you need to select price list for each item in the order that is being created. While creating order against quotation, system populates delivery and payment terms along with the item details. All the information that is defined in quotation will be copied here automatically. You can also define dispatch warehouse at item level. If you have some 2-3 warehouse where one warehouse keeps spare parts and the other warehouse stores consumable material, so you can also link and configure during organization and operating unit setup. By default, system will copy warehouse defined at order level to all the items in the sales order, and then you have the option to change the warehouse at item level on need basis. Item tracking is an important functionality that allows you to track this item. In some cases, you have an item which doesn't need to be just delivered, but also needs to be installed or maybe tested on site, and delivery certificate to be received. So you can track all these activities related to delivery under Item Tracking option. You can create multiple stages, like one stage is to ship the equipment, and then the next stage to install the equipment followed by testing. The last stage could be to get the sign-off from the customer so that you can raise the invoice. With the Item Tracking option, you can track how many quantities you have shipped and how many quantities you have installed, how many quantities have been already tested, and so on. You can add multiple terms and conditions in the order, along with multiple changes such as applicable taxes, transportation charges, insurance, or special packing charges that you wish to include in the sales order. You can also store multiple documents in the sales order, like your customer purchase order, approved design, drawings or specification documents. You can maintain all of them in the system. Other than sales order, there is order processing system. The objective of order processing is to define actions you want the system to take when subjected sales order is booked in the system or it gets approved. There are 4 options determining the course of action, and one is to allocate and procure, which means you allocate material if available in stock and balance quantity needed to be procured, so system generates PR automatically for the quantity that needs to be procured. If your option is procure only, that means 100% quantity will go to purchasing. If you choose allocate and produce, then whatever quantity you have will get allocated. Remaining will go to the production planning system. If you select produce only, then 100% quantity will go to the production. So you can set all these rules while processing sales orders and let the system handle the next course of action. Delivery schedule can be defined if you have a delivery of certain items to be made on different dates. Like X quantity is to be delivered in April, then some quantity to be delivered in May, or any other way. You can define all the delivery commitments and schedule here. This is integrated with your procurement system and also with production planning systems to help you include these deliveries or these orders in your production plan based on the delivery schedule. Material release order is the instruction or order to the warehouse to dispatch material to the customer against this particular sales order. And you can have, again, approval process here, which could be single-level or multi-level, where finance can also be made part of the approval process to ensure you receive all the due advance payments or customer is meeting all the agreed terms prior to delivering material to the customer. Component Dispatch Advice application is to be used when you have a product that has accessories to be dispatched along with the main product. These accessories can be either dispatched along with main item or can be delivered separately depending upon the need of the business. You can create Component Dispatch Advice to dispatch these accessories to the customer. Customer Item Catalog is containing details of the items which are being supplied to the specific customer. It is, in fact, to build relationship of items with customers, where you can also define customer part number against your item code. If customer is using a specific description of that particular item, then you can define that also in the system. Other than this, you can define lead time or price list if you have special price agreements with the customer. We also have application to manage variant-wise component, so you can define components for the product and variant combination. Dealer's incentive policy setup, dealer target and quota management can help if you're dealer or distributor network. Sales target allocation is another important application where you can assign sales target to your internal sales team or branches or operating location. It has different options that can be used while defining or allocating sales targets. You can give specific tile to the targets being allocated and select the period for which this particular target is being allocated. You can also define if the total targets allocated, achievement criteria, It is for invoicing, order booking, or cumulative. You can also select the workflow here to take necessary approval on the targets being allocated, if it is required for your business. Based on the criteria selected here, you can include individuals in the sales target plan or operating unit, or whatever is applicable in your case. Let's take this example where we have 3 salespersons included in this target plan. We have allocated total targets of value 2 million euros, where 500,000 is for Peter and 1 million for John Chen and his team. You can also define product-specific target if you need. Accordingly, you can define total specific targets also. FusionFox brings full flexibility for user to set up with an operating-wise, individual-wise, salesperson-wise, salesperson plus product-wise targets allocation. Then we have a dashboard in sales, which is running for a specific period and provides a view of the sales achieved in particular period. You can select the period that you like, and then it shows you how the sales are going up or going down or whatever. This is the demo data, so we don't have transactions in every month. So this is just showing sample data. It is also giving you rationale of total sales getting divided by operating location or branch. Which branch or operating unit is selling how much, and their contributions, and also in terms of percentage. It is also displaying top 5 customers and the potential of the customer, like if your relationship with the particular customer is growing constantly or exponentially, should help you identify right strategies to retain or improve relationships. It is about analyzing which customer is contributing in your current growth and likely to contribute in future growth. These are the top 10 salespersons, and their respective sales achievements are displayed here. You can also see region-wise sales, product-wise sales graph to get better insight on sales achievements. Sales or Order Management module is bundled with several data analytics. Let's have a look at one of the sales data analytics. You can filter data on any field. Whatever columns you want, you can select and also set sorting criteria for easy viewing. You can take off all the columns and select the fields that you want in this data analytics. For example, you can filter by currency, operating unit, salesperson, customer, reference type, or any other field that you like. And you can also see item-level details by clicking the Detail button, where all the items in the order are displayed along with the item details, quantities ordered, the unit price along with the item value. You also have dispatched quantity, invoiced quantity, to get complete details right here. You can generate any kind of report with these data analytics. That's all we have in this demo, and thanks for watching.